In the stillness of a quiet Japanese garden, a simple tea ceremony can reveal truths deeper than 1,000 books. In Zen tradition, stories often seem ordinary on the surface. A cup of tea, a monk, a visitor. Yet beneath the simple setting lies a timeless teaching. Today I want to share with you one of the most beloved Zen parables, the overflowing teacup. It is a story about ego and humility, about the way our own minds can be so full that there's no space left for wisdom. Perhaps in some way, we all carry a teacup within us, a teacup of beliefs, assumptions, and past experiences. And sometimes, that cup is already full. As you listen, I invite you to ask yourself, what fills my own cup today? Is it curiosity, or is it the noise of my own certainty? Is there room for new understanding, or have I closed the door to fresh ideas without realizing it? Let's begin. Long ago in Japan, there lived a respected Zen master known for his deep wisdom and calm presence. People traveled from distant lands to seek his guidance. One day, a university professor came to visit. This man was highly educated, well-read, and confident in his knowledge of philosophy and religion. He had heard of the Zen master's reputation and wanted to learn about Zen. When the professor arrived, he bowed politely, but with an air of authority. The master welcomed him warmly and invited him to sit for tea. They exchanged a few pleasantries, but soon the professor began to speak about his own ideas, about books he had read, about the philosophies he admired. His words flowed rapidly, filling the room. The master simply listened, smiling gently. Then he began to pour tea into the professor's cup. The tea rose to the brim, but the master kept pouring. A drop spilled over, then another, and soon the hot tea was flowing down the side of the cup, pooling on the table. The professor watched, surprised, then alarmed. "Stop! The cup is full. No more will go in." The master calmly placed the teapot down and looked into the professor's eyes. "Like this cup," he said softly, "you are full of your own opinions and ideas. How can I show you Zen unless you first empty your cup?" In that moment, the professor fell silent. His proud expression softened, and somewhere deep inside, the first crack appeared in the wall he had built around himself. This simple story carries a truth that is as relevant today as it was centuries ago. The overflowing cup is a metaphor for a mind that is already full of assumptions, full of rigid opinions, full of the belief that I already know. When we approach life in this state, we leave no space for new ideas to take root. We might hear someone speak, but our minds are busy preparing our own reply. We might read a book, but only to confirm what we already think. In Zen, the beginner's mind, Shoshin, is treasured. It is a mind that is open, curious, and willing to be surprised. The beginner's mind says, "I do not know everything, and that is why I can learn anything." The professor in the story represents all of us at times. We may not walk into a Zen temple with an air of superiority, but we might step into a conversation, a classroom, or even a relationship carrying the same invisible, full cup. The master's pouring was not an accident. It was a living lesson. By letting the tea overflow, he created an experience the professor could not ignore. Sometimes a truth has to be felt, not just heard. We can ask ourselves what fills our own cup. Is it pride? Is it past hurt? Is it the certainty that we are right and others are wrong? And perhaps the more important question, what would it feel like to empty it, even just a little? Emptying the cup does not mean throwing away our experiences or knowledge. It means holding them lightly with the humility to see that life still has more to teach us. The next time you find yourself quick to judge, quick to correct, or quick to defend your point of view, imagine that you are holding a teacup. Look inside. Is it already full? In our modern world, it is easy to live with a full cup. Social media, constant news, and endless opinions can make us feel like we must always know and prove. Yet this constant fullness can rob us of the joy of discovery. What if, for a day, we practiced walking through life as if our cups were half empty? What if we listened to someone's story without planning our response? What if we read something not to confirm our beliefs, but to stretch them? A half-empty cup invites life to pour into it. It invites wisdom, friendship, compassion, and new possibilities. When we are willing to be students again, even for a moment, we open ourselves to the magic of being human, the magic of learning, unlearning, and relearning. The Zen master's lesson is not about tea. It is about creating space in our minds, in our hearts, in our lives, for something greater than ourselves to enter. As we close today's story, I invite you to take a quiet moment. Imagine your own teacup. Feel its weight in your hands. Is there room for more? Sometimes the greatest wisdom does not come from adding more to our minds, but from making space for what truly matters. May you walk through this day with a beginner's mind, open, curious, and ready to be surprised.